promoted associate head coach, Justin Spring, for season preview, Crimson and White preview, and everything else between. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement for you.
All right. Great to see everyone again. Can't believe how much has been going on since April, when I was probably last sitting in this room, going from end of season to summer training, having, of course, our recently graduated athlete, Luisa Blanco, do an incredible job in Paris. Sharon Olsen, also an alum of our program, had a great Olympic Games as well. Got to watch this guy commentate the Olympics, and then moving into this fall, we had 6 new freshmen join our team, and it's just been an incredible journey onboarding them into the program, really implementing our culture to just an even higher level. I think we've really simplified our language, what it looks like to be an Alabama gymnast, and so it's been a great journey so far. We're excited to kick off the season this Friday, Crimson and White preview meet, and it'll be a great first run at just getting a new team out there, gaining experience, testing out new skills, routine construction, starting to bring the fans into it, feel what it's like to have a little pressure and learn how to just channel that energy into their mental preparedness and learn how to compete on the biggest stage. So we're looking forward to it and hope everybody comes out to join us.
Questions? Keith?
Just since you hit on it in your opening for both of you all, just kind of what was that Olympic experience like this summer, you watching your former gymnasts and then you having the chance to commentate?
That's me?
Yeah, both of you.
Oh, I'll give you a break. No, commentating for your first time ever live at the Olympic Games that was certainly an experience, to say the least. As Ashley told me going into Paris, like, you've been talking your whole life, you'll be fine. So, but it was nerve-wracking, to get back and to know that I was the live broadcaster. I'd literally never done this before, but to be back a part of the Olympic movement in some capacity was incredible, and then to watch the story unfold of the men's team and earning a bronze medal. My last team was the last medaling team, so it seemed almost like the perfect fit. I get to kind of relive that experience almost as if it was my own team from 16 years earlier. So that was really cool. And then on my off days, I got to watch our former Alabama greats, Luisa and Shallon, and just be a part of the Olympic movement again in a way that I have not been able to since Beijing. So it was pretty surreal.
I think for me, I got to be there in Paris and sort of got to be like a family support system for Lou. And for me, that was just an incredible experience, getting to watch our athlete and everything that she had been through and really break through in a way that was just magical. It was sort of a fairy tale ending of getting to watch her through her journey transform and learn how to kind of let go and just compete big. I feel like that was a moment where all of her tools kind of came alive in the biggest stage ever, and to get to watch her just settle in and just do her thing and not be distracted by all the noise, the comparisons, everything that's going on in that moment, and watch her just unleash, compete big, represent her country, and do just a phenomenal job was, for me, kind of a proud mom, proud coach moment to get to see all that come together. So I love getting to be a part of that journey and just a small part of the many people that have helped her along the way. And really, it was amazing for our program, amazing for her, and she's actually going to be back here for Crimson and White, kind of doing some work alongside of us, and so we're excited to continue to have her just involved and be a great mentor for our athletes on the team.
We hit our Alabama vault handshake from across the Olympic venue. That might have been top 3 moments for me at the Olympics. She stuck her vault in prelims and hit her. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna miss her so much. So yeah, that was a cool moment.
You made some changes on the coaching staff in the offseason, obviously with Justin's promotion and the hiring of Ross. So if we can just talk about that, and then I think you have some experience with him, so just kind of what he brings to the staff.
I'm so excited about our staff dynamic right now. We really just have an amazing thing going. We've all crossed paths at various parts of our careers, and way back in the day, Amelia and I are from the same club gym, so we kind of grew up alongside of each other. Justin and I overlapped during our competition days on the elite track, and then again crossed paths when I was at Illinois as an assistant coach, and he was the head coach of that program. And also during my time at Illinois, I crossed paths with Ross, who was actually on the team, one of Justin's athletes, and
one of my captains.
he was one of those people that had such a presence every time he walked into the room, and for me made such an impression. You know, of course, I was an assistant coach on the women's side, he was on the men's team, and he would go out of his way to just come up, see how I was doing, how my day was going, and I think that very small gesture just made an impression for me. And circling back years later as he was looking to pursue this opportunity, and he just really blew me away at what a great presence he had, his heart for helping to develop gymnastics and the human, and he's been just an incredible addition. And speaking to promotion of Justin, you know, we've been building this thing for the last 2 years, and of course Alabama is a legacy program. There's been so many great just pillars in place for years and years and years, going back to Sarah and David and the architects of this program. But these last 2 years have also been a lot of reestablishing what's going to take us into the next stage of greatness, because what got us here isn't the exact recipe for how we're going to get to the next place. There's a lot of things that we continue to keep in place that are amazing traditions, but we're looking to trailblaze for how to move forward in a very different NCAA landscape. And Justin has really been my right hand in figuring out how to build that. You know, day after day, he would knock on my door and continue to press and be like, we have got to build this culture. We have to put the graphics on the wall. We have to figure out the words, the phrases that are meaningful for our program now, and why do people come here and not somewhere else. And he's really been just such a trailblazer and a mentor to me in how we've built this thing over the last 2 years. So I can't imagine leading this program without him along this ride, and he's absolutely earned and deserved this opportunity.
Justin, you want to add anything to that?
Sure. No, thanks, Ash. Some very kind words. I don't know. Yeah. So what my parents asked, what does this mean? I'm like, for me, day to day, it means absolutely nothing. I think I brought no difference in my approach to everything we do day in, day out, of just striving to bring excellence and greatness back to this program. There's certainly a big shoes to fill. You know, the history stands for itself. Coming from the men's world, I didn't know about women's gymnastics, but I knew about Alabama gymnastics. I knew that they were one of the iconic programs that had done some incredible things, and I knew about Sarah and David Patterson. And so when I took on the opportunity to come here from the men's world, the gravity of responsibility was heavy, you know, and I knew, but was excited about it. Was excited about a new era of greatness coming back to Alabama gymnastics. Excited to just carve that out, work on it day to day, and that's all we can do. And Ashley's been a tremendous teacher, onboarding me into the women's world and the differences, and has allowed me to, I think, to be myself, and it's been an amazing transition. So excited for years to come.
You've touched on both the new faces and the phrases on the wall. How have you seen this team handle and perform to the Fierce Joy approach so far this preseason?
You know, I think this team, every year has been a little bit different in terms of, you know, what they bring to the table, the past experiences, goals, future endeavors, and this team, one of the coolest things that stands out at me is their ability to handle the hard moments. It's something that we have really been working on for the past 2 years, is kind of increasing our capacity to handle challenging situations. And I think ultimately there's been a lot of teachable moments over the last 2 seasons that have allowed us to really step into that space and see that we needed to grow and we needed to get better in that way. And this team has really risen to that challenge and has shown us their desire and passion to thrive in really uncomfortable, challenging moments. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about how they've rallied around this Fierce Joy approach, bringing a fiery, intense, purposeful passion to everything that they do, while also balancing it with the ability to play gymnastics and finding that fun in it that they had when they started the sport. And so I'm excited about how they've just bought in, really channeled that energy into what we're creating, and I think they have just really incredible potential for this season.
Just since Friday's the Crimson White preview, just kind of what are y'all's goals for that, or what are you kind of hoping to accomplish and show on Friday night?
So the structure that we've created for this Friday night, we're looking to test out 10 events or 10 routines on each event. So we're going to treat it very similar to an actual dual meet. So we're going to have 5 athletes start on vault, 5 athletes start on bars, and go back and forth one at a time to really start practicing that butterfly in your stomach feeling. All eyes are on you, one routine at a time. And so looking to really test out depth, 10 routines each event. That's kind of the number that we look at having ready for the start of the season. So we're still about 6 weeks out of that first meet, but that will be a good first opportunity to get routine all on hard landing, vault on hard landings, and so practicing their mental approach and actual physical routine.
We have a question from Simon Williams with Fox 54 News out of Huntsville regarding the 2025 Elevate the Stage meet in Huntsville. Coach, what are your thoughts on this event, and how excited are you to bring the program to some local fans in the Huntsville area?
Yeah, we're really excited about our Huntsville meet, Elevate the Stage, this season. Huntsville actually hosted our SEC championship a few years back, and the city did just a tremendous job of welcoming our athletes in, really making it an incredible experience. And so when we heard about this opportunity, I was excited for that first and foremost, but then that weekend is actually going to be a back-to-back competition for us. So we'll be competing at home against Florida on that Friday night, and then turn around and compete in Huntsville at Elevate on a podium on Sunday. And so that's a pretty tough turnaround for our athletes, but it also mimics what we're going to be looking to do at our regional championship in April, and then national championship format later on in the month of April as well. So it'll be a great practice run and competing back to back, having a podium opportunity, and also being in a great city that has done and proven that they can do an amazing job hosting a gymnastics event.
Any other questions? All right, thanks, coaches.
Thanks so